The following is a production of MSGPR, the source for all your Lufkin Panther media.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to your Ambit Energy Game of the Week, Lufkin Panthers versus Longview Lobos. 77th meeting between these two teams, identical records, 36, 36, and 4. So tonight, one of these is going to have the advantage when they leave. Calling your action once again, Kerry Deal and myself, Ricky Gay. We're going to bring you all the action along with the Lufkin Panther TV crew. When we come back, we're going to have the rundown on both Longview and Lufkin, what we know thus far. Once again, it's the first game of the year, so all we have is 6 months of speculation on what could happen. We're going to find that out. You stay with us. You're watching Lufkin Panther TV. Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. First game of the year, Kerry. Little pregame rust there we got to work off, but we'll get it.
We will get it.
You can't be mid-season form on the first game.
Well, and you can expect the same out of these two teams. They're not going to be mid-season form, but
but they want to be.
The one thing you know about it, they'll play hard, they'll hit hard, and we're going to find a lot out about two quarterbacks that neither of which have much experience at a quarterback position, but both juniors. They're going to play against each other for this year and next year. We've got a lot of excitement in front of us tonight.
Those quarterbacks that we're talking about for Longview is a guy named Ross.
Michael Ross, that's correct.
Give me a number.
Number 8.
Oh, there he is up there. Michael Ross, quarterback. He's a senior this year, 5'10", 190, 175 pounds. They
may be mirror images of each other. Throw the ball, but they also take it down and got good moves and good speed. We certainly know that's the case with Cordell Rogers.
Exactly. Well, these two quarterbacks, though, they're filling big shoes. Not only there, we've got running backs that are having to fill some big shoes as well. Steven Sal gone, the guy from Longview,
Hasty.
Hasty, yes. We didn't see him the first game last year, and but we did get a dose of him the last game during the bi-district where Longview came back and beat Lufkin 43-42, and that's all I'm going to say about that. That was last year. This is this year.
That was a sad night. I think all of us were stunned after 28-0 at the half, and then to come back and lose the football game, giving up 43 second-half points.
But that's history. So, like I said, this is the 77th meeting. These two teams are knotted up 36, 36, and 4. Most of these kids out here on the field, they've been involved in 2 of those games.
That's right. That's right.
And that's it. That's all they care about. And the most important one of those is the one they're playing tonight.
Rick, I did not see who won the toss. Obviously, Lufkin's going to receive the ball. I would assume that means they lost the toss, and Longview wanted to play defense first as we're just about ready to kick off 2015.
John King starts his 12th season this year for Longview. He is 120 and 28 overall here in Longview. Last week they played scrimmage, played Ennis in a scrimmage, and from what I understand, they had a pretty good showing. I know you and I made the trip up to Huntsville to watch that scrimmage is what we're going to call it, with Conroe and Huntsville, and Lufkin looked pretty good. We like what we saw. But tonight is they're putting points on the board and the clock's running, so we're going to have to watch and see what happens tonight.
See one big change already. Longview is, for the first time I can ever remember, has come out with gold numbers on their green jerseys.
I've seen that.
While the Panthers are in their all whites with the purple numerals. Nice return by number 2, Malik Jackson, out to the Panther 32, and the 2015 season is underway. We've been wishing it to get here. Well, it finally made it.
Well, here it is. First down for Lufkin on about the, what are we going to call it, 31-yard line maybe? 32?
32-yard line. big series early for both these quarterbacks to have a little bit of success. Something that the coaches can build on, the offensive coordinators can give them more and more. I know they both want to run the football. Number 3, Ellis Jackson in the backfield with Rogers.
Expect to see a lot. He's going to be the speed guy in the backfield. If you look on the depth chart at running back for Lufkin, tailback's what we got here.
That's right.
Ellis Jackson, Dalvin Smith, the big bruiser, and we saw quite a bit of him last year. Khalil Brown.
Yeah, Khalil Brown in the scrimmage looked really sharp.
Tony Blake, watched him as a freshman and a little bit of JV last year. Explosive runner.
Jackson stopped for looks like maybe a no gain. Bring up a 3rd and 4.
And one kid we don't know that much about, Michael Ward. So you look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a stable of running backs for Lufkin.
Something we haven't had over the last few years. It's usually been 2, and I know last year Ellis Jackson got a few carries.
Lufkin 3 on this side. First pass, 2.
Good way to start your year. Number 10, Jadarian Bennett.
Okay.
On the catch from Rogers. Nice, looks like about a 20-yard gain.
Last year that was Mark, so we may call him that a little bit too.
Might do that.
It's always the same every year, folks.
When Malik Jackson returned the kickoff, I wanted to say Kiki Kuti, but
yeah.
We'll get used to these names. Jackson again up the middle with a cut and a hole for a short gain. I think one of the important things, we lost 3 offensive linemen, and we've moved the two returning offensive linemen around, and it's going to take a little while for this line to work together and figure this out.
Longview has 9 returning starters from last year. Lufkin has 8. So a lot of first timers for a lot of kids out there on the field tonight.
Jackson made a nice little cut in the hole to make something out of nothing. Gained about 4 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd, and let's call it 3.
And you're going to see Dalvin Smith in the backfield.
He would definitely be our power back. They list him at 195, but I'm not sure.
Good throw over the middle, caught in the
Jackson.
center. No, it's number 2.
Malik Jackson.
Oh, is that who it was?
Yeah, not
Okay.
Kiki Kuti. Boy, nice throw over the middle and a nice catch in his hands by Jackson. We watched him in Huntsville last Friday night, and we didn't see a lot over the middle. We saw more to the outside. That was a nice little look in out of the slot receiver.
Jackson back in.
Nice.
Close to a first down.
Looks like about a 9-yard gain right up the pipe.
Looks like they're going to mark it right on about the 10-yard line.
That'll build some confidence out of that line.
2nd and 1. Well, Kerry, you and I were talking on the way up here. Average size on the Lufkin front line is running about 280, 285. We didn't put the exact numbers on it, but that's where it's going to lay. Cordell's going to keep, run around to the left, stumbles.
But he did get a first down.
But he did get the first down.
A dimension that we didn't see as much of out of Cumbia a year ago.
No.
Cordell tries to keep it alive. He wants to throw the ball, but he doesn't have any problem putting it down and running. Dalvin Smith back in.
First and goal from where do we have it marked? About the 8.5?
The 8-yard line. 8.5-yard line, maybe.
Touchdown, Lufkin. Malik Johnson. Jackson.
You had it right.
Okay.
We got some studying to do, folks.
Yes.
We'll get all these names down with the numbers. Nice little end around play with the slot receiver, kind of similar to what QT ran last year on numerous occasions. A little quick forward pitch to him in case it's dropped. It's a forward pass and incomplete. Now we got our kicker, number 17, Rodrigo Molina, sophomore, and something new.
It's in the middle. That's all
That's all that matters.
7-0. Lufkin on top of Longview here early. 8:35 left in the first quarter. We're going to take our first quick break. Y'all stay with us. You're watching Lufkin Panther TV.
You use it every day. So does your neighbor and the corner store. Electricity, that is. Energy in Texas is deregulated, opening up choices for millions of new customers ready to save money on their energy costs. Be on the ground level with this exciting opportunity for financial freedom as an Ambit independent energy consultant. Find out more and sign up today at www.msgenergy.net. That's www.msgenergy.net.
Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. Lufkin on top, 7-0 here early in the first quarter.
Ricky, let's pay a few bills real quick. I mean, I know it's early in the year. Our title sponsor this year will be Ambit Energy. Independent consultants Brian Compton, Lee Miller, Al Ross, and Mel Miller. And be sure, when you see those guys, thank them for their support of Lufkin Panther sports. Nice 68-yard drive to begin with. For the Panthers.
Well, I tell you what, answered a lot of questions that a lot of Panther fans had. Are we going to be able to move the ball? I think there wasn't really a whole lot of
wasn't much doubt in my mind.
Wasn't any doubt in our minds, no. So
now we get to see what our new defensive coordinator's dialed up for Longview. Coach Holman.
Yes, heck of a guy.
Little pooch kick in the middle of the field. At the 20. Return to the to the Lobo 29-yard line. I did not get a number.
Molina was the kicker.
Number 14, I believe it was Travian Claiborne, the defensive back.
I'm thinking I'm just going to have to go back with the roster instead of the depth chart. I can't do it.
Folks, one other thing, we apologize for no replay tonight. We will have that in subsequent games where we can get a little look at some of these scoring drives and important plays. Big guy for the Panthers, got to be Massey.
Come, bring in a big sponsorship, and we'll let you have the replay. We'll name it after you. End around, not sure.
I think it was Tylen Miller.
Miller, I think, had some pretty good numbers for last year.
He did. They said he had 1,600 yards.
Yeah, well, he had over 100 yards and 10 games. I know that.
177 against us in the opener. Don't know what he had in the playoffs. By then, Michael Hasty was back. 2nd
and 5, ball's on the ground, no catch, incomplete. Bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Lobos.
Intended for Andrew Washington on the little hitch pass to the right side.
Word has on Ross that he's a pretty accurate thrower. He's a pocket passer, but if everybody's covered, he can hurt you with his feet. That's comes straight from the mouth of Coach.
31.
Two backs in the backfield, handoff to Miller.
Good stop, short of the first down. If we get the right mark.
The linesman on our side of the field did mark it right, and so did the other linesman. Brings up a 4th down and looks like about 2.
Kerry, one of the things that I've been telling people this week after looking at the scrimmage from last week was the swarming of our defensive backs, our defensive players around every play. And look, the rush was definitely on then. They're going to let this one hit and bounce. It's going to take a Longview bounce. Going to be down right about the 30-yard line where Lufkin offense will take over 1st and 10. But last week our defense, after that first series, they were hurting some kids.
They were, and it was good to see them. They swarmed with seemed to have a mission. They weren't just going to get on the pile. They were going to be part of it.
Well, that encouraging speech that Coach Holman made to them on the 10-yard line when they came off the field after the first series, I think had something to do with it.
Rogers and I believe it is Jackson again, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct. Oh.
Jackson blown up in the backfield on a big play by number
37,
excuse me.
Christopher Dixon.
Boy, he came hard.
He came over the top.
Looks like about, what, a 5-yard loss for the Packs? Bring up 2nd and 15 or 2nd and 14?
He was just about there to take the handoff.
He was.
With Jackson.
He was.
Cordell, quick throw out. Hit as soon as he gets it, and probably a loss of another couple yards.
It was, and you called it quick, but one thing he's got to do is raise up and get the ball out there and not take the time and float it out there. And that one floated a little bit on him, gave the defensive back time to adjust and come in and make that tackle for a loss.
Bennett on the reception then for a couple of more yards lost. Brings up 3rd and 13, excuse me. Got
man coverage on this side all the way.
Cordell Hess looking downfield. Oh gosh.
Dalen Phillips, a new player for Lufkin, moved in from Mount Enterprise, had it in his hands and just couldn't bring it down.
Yes.
Good defense by number 36, Amaron Dean. I think he got a little piece of it.
And I tell you what, we've been seeing, you and I go into practice in the afternoons and what have you, and watching. We've seen Phillips make a lot of really good catches. And he just couldn't get his hands on that one then.
Gustavo Garcia to come in to punt for the Panthers from just inside his own 10-yard line. Short punt.
Very
Looks
short.
like it came off the side of his foot. Going to set the Lobos up with excellent field position.
Ball about the 43, 44-yard line in
Lufkin.
Lufkin territory, yes. 5:50 left here in the first quarter. 7-0 our score, Lufkin on top.
Defense-wise now, they can show the offense they kind of got their back. If they can hold them here and force either 4 and out or a punt along those lines, it's going to make the offense be able to breathe a little easier that, hey, if we don't make a first down, we're okay. So it'll be an interesting series for the Panther defense. Ross gets the checks the play to the sideline.
Hand off up the middle of the big running back, Miller.
No, that's Austin Moore, number 7.
Yeah, okay. Calling it before I looked. What was the crowd excited about?
Honestly, don't know. If they thought maybe the ball came loose or something along those lines. I didn't see it. Now you've got Moore in that tight spot that Hasty played so well for so long. Seemed like he was here for 10 years.
That was Miller up the middle, maybe a gain of a couple. Okay.
Short gain. Now they're in 4-down territory or possible field goal territory.
The green side is going in.
I'll get all this sorted out here in a minute.
It'll be easier a week from now. Ross under center. Take this, and right behind him, number 7.
Ross I think that was supposed to be a handoff then. Didn't get the handoff. Ross takes off with it and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I think he turned the wrong way coming out because Miller went to his right and he turned left. And he couldn't hand the ball off. It's real potential for a fumble, but he managed to hang on to it and at least no gain, no loss. 3rd and long now, 3rd and 9. Important down, probably a pass play.
Pass complete to Chris Braggs for Longview. I think he's still going to be short of the first down.
I believe he is. I think we're going to have a 4th and short. And from the look of things, there hadn't been a kicker come on, so Coach King's decided to go for it down here tight. Realize football game, not a field goal game.
It's Lufkin Longview.
It is. 3:54 to remain on the clock.
A little confusion on Ross's part, looking around, back under center. Hands off to the back.
First down.
Got the first down. Miller pushing, finally pushed out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. No, they're actually going to mark it about the 7, Kerry.
Yeah, I think he stepped out. But it is a 1st and goal for the Lobos. Nice job of sealing off the defensive end. It took the linebackers and the safeties to come up and push him out of bounds. First and goal from the 7.
Ross.
Touchdown, Ross.
Everybody piled to the middle. Ross just steps around the left side in for the easy touchdown.
Fake the ball to Miller. Everybody was sure Miller had it, and there wasn't anybody out there to touch him. Within 10 yards of touching him.
I was in the pile with him. I thought Miller had it.
We're an extra point away from being tied up.
And the extra point is good. And our score, 7-7, Lufkin Longview, 3:31.
Bad defense was put into a bad situation off the bad punt.
They gave him the short field. That's no doubt about it. And they got him down to 4th down and let him escape. We're going to take a quick break. Y'all stay with us. You're watching Lufkin Panther TV.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Woodland Heights Medical Center.
Help yourself quit smoking. YesQuit.org, a free service that can double your chances of quitting for good.
Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. 7-7 our score.
Oh, nice kickoff.
Kickoff deep. We'll be back for the touchback where Lufkin will have it on the 25. Is that correct?
I believe it's 20.
No, it's the 25.
Is it 25? You're right. You're correct. See, I'm
Mark
a little rusty on the whole.
Mark that down.
I'm a little rusty on the whole rules thing.
Maybe the last time this year.
Folks, not only is this the Ambit Energy Game of the Week, we have several other sponsors that help us bring these to you. Real Graphics, KSWP and KAVX Christian Radio, the Woodland Heights Medical Center, Lufkin Sideliner Club, Angelina Coalition, Morgan Insurance, and MSGPR Public Relations. Rogers with a quick toss to Jackson, coming around the corner.
Still on his feet. Has some room. One man finally caught from behind. Flag on the play.
I believe we got a face mask that'll tack 15 onto it, Rick. Nice blocking by the wideouts. Give them credit to start to your Malik Jackson and number 5, Dalen Phillips. Both did a good job of tying up their guys and creating a little seam, and then Jackson ran tough and made the first guy bounce off.
Face mask, you are correct.
Quickly, we're from the 20 to the Lobo 34. Impressive rushing attack so far. The line's doing a good job of getting some leverage against a large Lobo front four.
Ball spotted just inside the 35-yard line in Longview territory. Handoff from Jackson up through the middle. Gain of about 4 on the play. Bring up second and about 6 for the Lufkin Panthers.
Nice job by Jackson covering the ball up at contact, too. You saw that other hand get right on top of it. I think Coach Green is trying to keep it simple for Cordell Rogers here in the first quarter to let him get his feet on the ground and get comfortable.
Back throwing down deep. Has Phillips tangled up. They're going to call it incidental contact, but Phillips was impeded his route by the defender, so I guess that's the defender's job, isn't it?
Yeah, Dean got in front of him, and then he sure wasn't going to let him go get the football.
Right.
But Phillips did manage to get a hand on it. A little tall for him, just one-handed. Brings up a 3rd and 6. Big third down play for Rogers early in the game. Running the football, pitch to Jackson. Nice tackle by number 18 for the Lobo. 18 for the Lobos. That'll be Joshua Johnson.
Going to be just shy of about a yard and a half, maybe a full 2 of a first down. Brings up 3rd down and 2. Bringing a 2-back set in this time. Dalvin Smith is going to be the fullback.
Fullback, Jackson be your.
There's a flag on the play. Is it delay?
I did not notice the clock go down. False start.
Brings up 4th and 7.
Longview crowd in the line to rush.
And they brought it. And Cordell's just going to go down with a little persuasion.
He fought hard for the yard to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. This early in the season, the front 5 to pick up 6 guys because they brought the 2 middle linebackers plus the 4 down defensive front. It was just a little more than they could stand. Of course, Cordell's got to read that and get the ball out in a hurry. No, he's got to know his guys are outnumbered, but that means he's got numbers on the outside.
That's correct. Longview offense takes over on downs.
Ross under center, back to throw.
Gary knew exactly where the first down marker was. That was his target on the sideline, and looks like he probably got there.
It does not look like the Panthers are spying him as you would a rushing quarterback with the linebacker or a safety, but one side cleared out and he saw his opening and he got 10 yards and ran pretty well.
Those gold numbers are shiny, aren't they?
They are shiny. I would have preferred white for my poor eyesight. We'll sweep around. You saw the swarming, but you still hadn't seen a lot of the hitting, so they're still feeling their way through it a little bit. But the whistles are coming slow, so at least I thought that. He was definitely hung up, wasn't going anywhere. But every coach will tell you hit to the whistle.
2nd down and 4 for the Lobos. Ball just inside the 45-yard line in Lufkin territory. Handoff up the middle. I'm assuming that was Miller.
I believe it was. The Ross is pretty deft to hand. I thought that time he kept it again.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who's that?
The kid that was at Tyler Lee that went on to Fame and Fortune.
Yeah, Matt Flynn.
Yeah. In fact, I mean, the build and his mannerisms and everything is just short gain, maybe a couple on first down carry for Miller. Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Lobos. Tell you what, Kerry, just fantastic Panther crowd tonight.
It is.
This is the first of 3 road games that the Lufkin Panthers start their season off with. Tonight is in Longview.
An area seat in the house.
That's the end of our first quarter.
Wow, went by in a hurry, all the running.
Yes. You know, next week we've got, we're on the road to Tyler Lee.
Rose Stadium. I love going to Rose.
And then the next week we go for our 2nd time into Shreveport, Battle of the Border, to face the all-potent West Monroe.
Got tremendous tradition. You know, you never know from year to year what a team's going to have, but West Monroe's tradition in Louisiana is really second to nobody.
Then Lufkin is off a week, and then back home to begin district play in the first home game of the year against the Nacogdoches Dragons.
I hope the house is packed. Hope the guys from Nacogdoches don't have any place to sit. They let them get a little toast of what it's like to come to Nacogdoches. NAC is, as we look on towards district, NAC's got a lot of kids.
And I'm going to be
replace.
here this year.
Although they do have the #1 defensive back recruit in the nation, and that's for coming out of little old East Texas. That's something pretty special. All right, we're back ready in the second quarter. Ross in the backfield with number 5 Miller. Second down and 8. No contact. The Panther in jump, but no contact. He's allowed to get back.
Handoff up front. That'll be a little face mask right there. It's pretty obvious when your head goes one way and your body goes the other. So they'll add 15 to that one, putting the Lobos pretty close to the 20-yard line.
10-yard will be first down, and it's only a 10-yard penalty. So
they're going. Hey, it's Colden. I missed that one.
I did too. I thought he must have grabbed him in the jersey.
Yeah, must have. I thought for sure we were getting a face mask on us the way his head jerked around.
I did too.
I'll take this one.
That changes the story. I mean, it's second down now and then 16?
Yeah.
17 actually. Puts the Lobos a little bit behind the chains. Got to keep Ross from scrambling you to death. He's done that a couple of times to us here in the early going.
What I'm understanding this year, Kerry, is from our defense, we're going to see some 4-3, some 4-2, some 3-2.
Ross put it in the right place, right in Miller's hands, and
I
think he was looking to run with it before he had it.
The footsteps of Zamorian Johnson was he could hear him.
I hear you. As you look at it, Rick, back to your point about the defense, as you look at it right now, they're lined up in a 4-4-3.
Right.
Which depends on what players you have in the game. Could be a lot of different things.
And I hope y'all got to catch the interviews that we did each day at fall camp for Lufkin. Ross going deep, has a man open, overthrows him by a couple of yards, and trying to get who the receiver was there.
Number 12, I believe. Braggs.
Yep.
You were right, and I was wrong.
21.
I'm dyslexic.
But as we was talking about the interviews that we did after practice every day with a lot of the coaches, first off, we certainly appreciate those coaches taking their time and visiting with us and giving us a little insight as to where they're.
We had a personal foul penalty on Brandon Massey, roughing the quarterback. Did not see the flag come out, didn't see the roughing.
I didn't. Well, our eyes went downfield, so.
With the football.
But to finish my thought there, which is sometimes difficult with my thinking, Coach Holman says you're going to see a lot of different looks on defense this year, and that's one of the things that he's going to bring to this Panther defense. Good hit up front that time. Savon Fields for the Lufkin Panthers.
One of the safeties, new starter this year, number 8.
6.
6? I believe it was number 6.
Last year it would have been Sal.
Well,
folks, we're just old.
When we talked to Coach,
long-term memory is good, short-term memory is
Coach
bad.
Dixon about his defensive back, he mentioned Savon Fields coming in and how he'd been impressed with him. That was a nice lick, and he wrapped him up, didn't let him get out. Stopped what could have been a big gain to a 6-yard gain.
Fields.
Little out route to Tylen Miller.
Johnson and Fields both there to
that was the play they beat it last year in the playoffs. As I recall, it was a tight end. This was the running back, but he's lined up at tight on the end of the line, just out into the flat, and we couldn't get to him to stop him. You knew that Coach King would remember that.
Handoff Miller up the middle, down inside the 10-yard line. Not sure it's going to be a first down just yet.
I believe it is. They're moving. Overshine peeled back from his outside linebacker spot to the opposite side of the field to bring him down in the middle.
Ross on the keep this time, pitch out wide. Holding out on the outside, but no call.
And the Lobos take the lead. Kicker, maybe we can get a number this time.
Cody Jenkins.
Well, you cheated. Jenkins got it up and right through. True.
Right through the middle. Our score, Longview takes the lead here in the second quarter, 14-7 over these Lufkin Panthers. We're going to take a quick break. Y'all stay with us. You're watching Lufkin Panther TV.
Connecting your business to the consumer, where should you start? At MSGPR, we specialize in providing you with innovative communication tools that make your name first on people's minds. From websites to print media, advertising, and so much more, our team of experts have you covered. So let us cater to you while you cater to your clients. Visit us online at msgpr.com or call 877-537-8780. MSGPR, we're ready to work for you.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Woodland Heights Medical Center.
You use it every day. So does your neighbor and the corner store. Electricity, that is. Energy in Texas is deregulated, opening up choices for millions of new customers ready to save money on their energy costs. Be on the ground level with this exciting opportunity for financial freedom as an Ambit independent energy consultant. Find out more and sign up today at www.msgenergy.net. That's www.msgenergy.net.
Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. Longview set to kick off. Back deep for Lufkin, Malik Jackson and Savon Fields. And it looks like the ball is going to be right about the 2-yard line to Jackson. Up through the middle. Hit at about the 25, brought down probably just about the 26-yard line for 1st and 10 Lufkin Panthers. Gary was talking during break. Lufkin has got to stay with Longview. I think each one of these teams are good enough that if you don't keep these both sides, if they don't keep the other side close, it could get out of hand.
Well, what's the old saying? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Yeah.
Big series for Cordell Rogers and his leadership and to how this offense believes in him. Rogers is shotgun with Jackson.
Looking outside close to the first down marker. Last effort may have got it. Jeremiah Davis.
Looks like he's about a yard short, half yard short. Bring up second short. Nice play that you can do a lot with.
Good grab that time and by Jeremiah Davis.
Well, Davis took his 9 yards, turned around and presented himself really well to him. Jackson, nice little 9-yard gain right up the middle.
Ellis Jackson.
Jackson.
We got Malik Jackson and Ellis. We're gonna have to distinct between those two all year.
Jackson to Jackson.
Jackson to Jackson.
Sound like a law firm.
Or a singing group. First down play for Lufkin coming up. Ball just inside the 45. Cordell Rogers downfield, had Malik Jackson open and threw it just
a little behind him.
Just a little behind him.
It should have been caught.
You're absolutely right. But I think it would have been a track meet to the goal line if he had caught it.
Well, they put Ellis Jackson in motion to the left side, and he attracted the attention. And Malik Jackson just caught the seam right down the middle, right down the hash mark, and was wide open. I suspect we'll see that play again.
Ellis Jackson up the middle for a gain of about 3 or 4. Bring up 3rd and long for the Panthers.
Final 3, Dalvin Smith comes in to replace Jackson. Dalen Phillips.
Still on his feet, made the first guy miss. Going to be awful close. Depends on the mark. I think they're not going to get the mark. It's going to be inside the 45-yard line. Had to get to about the 45-yard line for the first down. Bring up 4th down and short.
Had a mark came off. No, I'm not going to say that this early in the year, but it did come off the Longview sideline. Nice little move, though, to make the first guy miss.
At least we didn't have any alumni announced as referees tonight.
Right. Dalvin Smith on the outside.
Cordell keeps, has the first down, still on his feet. Finally brought down from behind inside the 35-yard line for a Lufkin first down.
The option's definitely a new dimension for the Panthers. To have a quarterback that runs it with the ease with which Cordell does. And he is a threat to go to the house on any play.
But we got to keep him healthy.
We do have to keep him healthy.
Dalvin Smith up the middle. Just across the 35-yard line. Call it no gain. Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
The middle of the Lobo defensive front got underneath the offensive line. Got underneath the center is Lazarine.
Yes.
And raised him up a little bit, and there just wasn't a hole there for Smith to get into. He is a big body back. And
even though Lazarine is a veteran out there, it's a new position for him. Cordell looking deep.
We got dropsies tonight, Rick.
Jeremiah Davis had the ball right there to him and just dropped it. You know, that's about 4 passes tonight that
have hit in the hands. It's first game of the year, and I think it shows a little bit.
Well, yeah, but it's 4th week of their season.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know, you throw that to him 10 times, he catches it 9.
You know, the beauty of it is having him on one side and Jackson on the other.
Yep. 3rd down and 10. Underneath to Ellis Jackson, has the first down, still on his feet inside the 15-yard line for a Lufkin first down.
Mind you of last year, we saw that over and over to Sal.
Yep.
And nice job by Rogers setting it up. He took that little drop step back and got it over the rush right into Jackson's arm in stride. Nice drive the Panthers have put together here tonight.
First down play, handoff to Smith up the middle.
We are struggling with somebody in that nose tackle area. Those gold numbers are hard to read.
I want to say 82 maybe.
I do have binoculars here, but they're no good with my glasses on.
I believe it's 82.
They don't have an 82.
Get in there. Get in there.
We'll figure it out before the night's over. Intercepted. tipped off the hands. The receiver was hit. I believe, was it Davis?
Davis, and it was behind him.
It was behind him, and then he got a hand on the ball and tipped it up, and it was a gift to
It was.
the cornerback or the safety, and it was right in his hands. So, I mean, it was
Tough break, but definitely
ends a very good, impressive drive for Lufkin. I know that's
going to be eating Coach Green up. The little shoot us in the foot deal.
defense come out and get a quick stop. Still, clock just under 6 minutes left in the game.
Ball's on the ground. Oh!
Almost returned the favor.
Incomplete by the back judge. Number 25 for the Panthers, Courtney Deason had a good shot at picking it off and bobbled it, and the ball got to the ground before he could control it. But nice defense.
He put up on a good, but he didn't argue much. Really, there's not much you can say once they call it.
Rick, we had a flag on the play that's going to be holding against the Lobo front. Mark off of 10 yards, bring up first and 20.
Coach King said in an interview that in their scrimmage last week against Ennis that that was one of the things that plagued them was too many holding calls. So we've seen two tonight. It's been first down and 20 for Longview.
Let's go.
Ross looking back. Pressure being put on. He gets rid of the ball. Not sure where that was going, but
it was in between, but it was get rid of it before Massey got there.
Yeah. Tell you what, that tackle, he's having a time with Massey tonight. I think that's where both the holding calls have come from.
Well, Massey's speed is tough on the tackle. Try to get that drop step and get some leverage on him. And then he moves to the other side and you don't see him this time. Second 20, Ross back to throw again. Throws short to Chris Braggs, number 21. Skipped it in there. Brings up a 3rd and long for the Lobos with still 5:27 to go on the clock. If the Panthers can get the ball back, got plenty of time to.
Big third down
do
stop
something
right
on
here
offense.
would do a whole lot, give the Panthers pretty good field position.
See if Coach Holman dials up a blitz right here. Get a little pressure on him.
Come on, Lufkin, let's go.
For a 20-yard play, he's got to hold it for just a little bit.
Miller in motion. Had to stop Ross on the keeper. Finally pushed out of bounds at about the original line of scrimmage, and well short of the first down. Brings up 4th down and 10 for the Lobos, and their punt units coming out on the field.
That was just a design quarterback draw right there.
Absolutely.
Read well by the Panthers, and they had a number of people out that had him walled off. The only place he could go was out of bounds.
Fields back deep for the Panthers to take Cody Jenkins' punt. We're going to let this one hit out of bounds. It's going to be marked. Should be just inside the 30.
It's like the 28-yard line.
Yep. 27.
Still a little over 5 minutes to go in the first half of our Ambit Energy Game of the Week.
First one of the year.
First one of the year. First of many, I hope.
Long off season.
Well, when you go in with a bad taste in your mouth, as we did, it does tend to drag on. Let's see if Rogers can capture that rhythm that he had on the last drive before the tip interception. First attempt for the Panthers at their own 27. Let's see if Rogers gets up. He got blasted.
He's a little wiggly. Linebacker just came through untouched and planted Rogers right in the mouth. That's the biggest hit we've seen all night, Kerry.
Well, he wanted to throw it and let it go. It looked like it was designed to let go, and whatever he had in mind wasn't there. And he pulled it down and got leveled. Brings up a second and 17.
Jackson up the middle.
Get a few of them back. Keeps the clock running if you don't make it.
3rd down and 13 coming up for the Lufkin Panthers.
Huge play. You don't want to give them back the ball with 4 minutes or better left in the half. Did not make it.
Good that time to play out too. Malik Jackson. It's about an 11-yard play, but I think he's going to be a little short.
Wow, I thought he was 2 yards short, but
no, they're going to put him about
4 yards short.
4 yards short. Yep.
Brings up a punting situation and for Garcia. And we need to see Garcia get his foot into one.
Gustavo Garcia.
He did the little rugby punt his last time up where he came out to the right.
Going to take a good roll this time down inside the 20-yard line where the Longview Lobos will have 3:45 left here in the first half. Yeah, there's time. We could get a stop here.
You know, normally a year ago, Rick, this is the time of the game I would have asked you what we're going to see at halftime.
I know what we're going to see.
A fine band?
A fine band.
There you go. All right, Panther defense needs to hold this at a 14-7 because Longview gets the ball to open the 3rd quarter. Flag on the play. Must have been some movement.
I think the whole line was moving, but it looked like it was a design shift. They're going to talk about it. Encroachment by the offense.
That means that more than likely one of the wide receivers lined up off sides.
Yeah. He was ooching.
That's okay.
Yep.
Puts them in a little more of a hole.
1st and 15.
Kind of cuts down what you can do down off your own goal line. Would expect to see a lot of
turnover would be nice here.
Tylen Miller or number 7, Austin Moore.
Ball out to Braggs that time, dropped it.
I think he tried to run a little bit before he caught it too.
A lot of dropping going on tonight.
It is. 3:40, clock stops. 2nd and 15 for the Lobos. Chance for the Panthers to get it back with enough time to do a little something if they can hold them these next 2 downs.
Second and 15 play coming up for Longview. Handoff to the back.
That was Miller.
Was it Miller?
That was Miller, the deep back. And he was stopped for a 5-yard gain. Brings up a 3rd and 10 plus. 3:24, 3:20 in the clock running as we work our way down. I would expect that if they run it here, Coach Quickly use one of his timeouts to stop the clock and preserve some time for his offense. With Longview having to kick out of the shadow of their goalpost. We'll be under 3 minutes at the snap. Screen pass back to Miller.
Has the first down. Finally pushed out of bounds. Let him out of a hole there, Kerry.
We did. Nice little screen pass. Lufkin bit on it. And When he caught the ball, there wasn't any doubt he was going to have a first down. Good block by the wide receiver on the cornerback to just keep him out of the play, and picked up about 12, 13 yards, 15 yards.
Ball spotted on the 35-yard line. Handoff to Miller up the middle. Looks like probably about 3 or 4. No, they're going to give him a little more than that. About 6 on the play. Miller on the carry.
2nd and 5. Clock running at 2:29. The Lobos don't appear to be in a huge rush. Still huddling every play.
Quick throw out on the edge that time to number 4 for Longview. Sorry.
10-yard gain and a first down and a stopped clock at just over 2 minutes.
First time we've called his name tonight. Remember, we called it a lot last year.
Yes.
Ball spotted at midfield. First down.
I don't know what kind of leg the Longview kicker has, but I would expect they would need to approach the Panther 20-yard line to be in field goal range. I'm sure Coach King has designs on more points than 3.
That one got off a little shaky. They're going to back it up and do it again. No, they called a timeout. I think the play clock was running out. Well, with a timeout on the field, we're going to take a timeout as well. 14-7 our score, 2:05 left here in the first half. Y'all stay with us. You're watching Lufkin Panthers TV.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Woodland Heights Medical Center.
Help yourself quit smoking. YesQuit.org, a free service that can double your chances of quitting for good.
Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. Clock sitting at 2:05. Ball spotted at midfield.
Ross back, no rush by the Panthers.
Looking deep downfield, overthrew his intended receiver. Looks like it was Braggs, and just overthrew him. Had a receiver down deeper, which would have been Sorry, but overthrew both of them. Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Lobos.
Well, the Panther defense had 3 guys in the area compared to the Lobo 2. He threw it up high.
That was a long 3-second play.
It was. Especially since he dropped back there and stood for a few moments.
Ross again throwing. That was just a timing pattern right there, and the receiver looked back late and didn't see the ball till he got there. Incomplete.
Bryceline Pruitt, the intended receiver. Pretty good pass, though, from Ross. It hit him in the hands. I think he was worried about being in bounds and his feet, having a foot in bounds. Brings up a 3rd down play, a big 3rd down play, as to how the first half will end.
Again, look for Ross to take off this time. This has been kind of his MO here on 3rd down.
I agree. Maybe a straight quarterback draw. Looks like another timeout by the Lobos.
Ross kept looking back to the bench like there was some indecision on what.
Well, what they're giving him is a play call. He calls it, and then before he snaps it, he looks at the sideline. Similar to the way we do the same thing with Coach Green, that we can change it. And I say similar to the way we do it, the way we did it a year ago. Gives that coach a second to look at the defense and how it's being played, get them into the right play if necessary. Turned into a nice night, Reed.
Yeah.
I hadn't looked at the temperature, but I'm guessing around 80 degrees. It's the 3rd and 10 for the Panthers with 1:55 to go in the second quarter. Ball directly on the midfield stripe. Play here. The Panthers can use the timeout and get the football back with time to do something. Got a hold here. Ross is hard to bring down. He has stepped out, and stepped out. But the ball is short. That was an 11-second play. It's a long time to rush a guy. Looked like the Panthers had him twice, and he stepped out of both of them.
Well, they had 3 blocking 1 back there, and they were having a time doing it.
Yeah, by the fact that he killed the clock, it leaves the Panthers with
they'll probably have
all 3 of their timeouts and 1:40, probably 1:35 to go when they get the football. Chance to see Rogers run the 2-minute offense.
Fields with a good run back. 1 man to beat the kicker, and I believe he's got that. And I think we're fixing to have a tie score, Kerry. I don't see any flags on the field.
Boy, that was a nice return by Fields. He took it to his left and put his foot in the ground and cut it right back against the grain and came all the way back to the right sideline for the touchdown. Good job by the Panthers of not getting on the back, especially where he made his cut. This is Rodrigo Molina to tack on the extra point. Good snap, ball's down. Molina's true.
And we got a tie ball game.
Wow, change of fortunes right there.
In a hurry.
That had to be about a 90-yard return.
Every bit.
Maybe 91.
I had looked down to make sure.
Here's the replay on the board.
I had looked down to make sure I had the right name and didn't mark him, but yeah, it's every bit a 90.
Actually, I don't believe they're going to give us a replay on it.
Why would they?
That's it.
It's their board.
Is this it? No, this is.
No.
But it was a really nice return. You know, we've been blessed with having Kiki for so many years. The last 3 years anyway, to return those and knowing that he could go to the house anytime he got the football. And you don't know about that because we didn't get to see the kicking game in Huntsville, much to the chagrin of.
And we hadn't really seen a whole lot of it at practice.
No, much to the chagrin of Coach McPherson, who really wanted to get a look at his special teams.
Right. Well, he wanted to get some game time action and
just didn't work out.
No. We'll just leave it at that. It wasn't anything on Lufkin's side that had anything to do with that.
See what kind of kickoff Molina. See if we've been blessed with the kickers that can put it in the end zone, and that would be a major plus.
3-step drop on the kicker this time.
I think we're going to see that pooch.
Yep. Bragg's called for the fair catch. Just about the 36, 37-yard line.
27.
27.
I believe.
Yep, 27. You're correct. 1:22 left here to go in the first half.
Hope we didn't leave too much time, Rick.
I'll take the touchdown.
I agree. It was a beautiful run by Fields. Now he's right back out there having to play defense, and Longview wanting to throw the ball. That's all those days we stood out there and watched them run. That's where that comes in.
Ross is going under center, so I would imagine it's going to be a heavy dose of Miller here for a little bit. Miller over the right side for a gain of a couple.
Coach King, he's only got the one timeout left. He's letting the clock run. He may be satisfied with a 14-14 tie going to the locker room, unless he breaks one. Quick.
Oh, that was almost candy right there.
Jumped the route and did everything but catch it and score.
Play was intended for Sorey out there, and I believe,
I hope you got a number.
I think it's 26.
Let's go with that.
Johnson.
Zamorian Johnson, we're going to give him credit for jumping the route. Good preparation, a lot of film he watched to see that.
Hand off to the big back.
And he'll get looks like maybe enough for a first down.
Be close.
With them stopping the clock, they're going to move the chains.
Austin Moore.
Moore he's a put-together looking running back. I mean, he's got the big thighs and
real similar to Smith.
Ross back again, coming out. Picked off.
We did get that one. Nope.
I would say that's the reason their defensive backs not wide receivers, but Davis is a wide receiver. Now, the play was made by Jeremiah Davis on the corner. Went up, the ball was thrown a little short, a little underthrown. It sure looked like he had it, but when he came down and landed on the ground, but the official ruled it incomplete. If we can keep getting that short ball, we can we'll pick one off here for long. That's going to cost them 5. That little motion there.
Wonder which way they were going. Looks like that play was going to the right.
I'm guessing.
And they were in a hurry to get there.
They were in a hurry to get that corner sealed off so he could get wide. I mean, there's no doubt Miller is a hitter that can score from anywhere. And as can Ross. I mean, we've seen Ross run 2 or 3 times now. He's not looking to get hit. But he's quick of foot and shifty. Toss to Miller.
Good lick right there, short of the first down.
That'll keep the clock turning.
That wasn't Miller. That was number 9.
Number 9, I apologize.
Polk.
The carrying Pope. The Crayon Pope.
Hit at the line, that was Miller. Does have the first down across midfield into Lufkin territory.
Fell forward with 15 seconds to go. Spiked the ball. He must be saving his timeout to get his field goal kicker on.
Lufkin's going to have too many men on the field. I don't think, I didn't know they were going to, thought they might let it go, but they didn't.
Well, we have one getting off.
Yeah, it was a late substitution across the field.
It's early. It's early.
Well, if he'd been on this side of the field, it wouldn't be any problem, but he had to come all the way across the field. So we will give him.
Just a 5-yarder. Still, like I say, to get into what you would call good field goal range, say 38 yards to 40 yards, he's got another 25 yards, 24 yards to go in 10 seconds. Probably only going to get one good play at it. I want to make sure you know where number 4 is. In the slot, halfback pass.
I don't believe that one's going to work. Good read that time by the Lufkin defense.
I think we're going to the half. That's it. That's first half. Good job of covering a trick play this early in the year by the Panther front. But his receiver was double teamed down here, which was outstanding defense.
Well, Boom Massey that time got through and was able to make that play inefficient. Well, folks, y'all stay with us. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the Lufkin High School Band, 184 strong this year.
2015 version.
Exactly. And the first time in a long time I hadn't had a kid out there.
Or been out there yourself.
Or been out there myself. Yeah, it's been a really long time since it was that.
Y'all stay with us.
You're watching Lufkin Panther TV.
Through the TFA, I've learned enough to keep it reforested, to grow timber to help pay the taxes, and hopefully grow income for our future generations. I've been a member of a team that's grown over 1 billion trees. So, we've really done a lot for the industry, for the environment, just for the economy in general.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Woodland Heights Medical Center.
Tonight, the Panther Pride will dazzle you with their exciting drum routine to the hit song, Uma Thurman. And now, the Lunken High School Majorettes. This year,
It's halftime. Come on, after this, y'all about to open your phone.
And now, introducing for your halftime entertainment, the 2015 Lunken High School Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Scott Williams, Assistant Directors Mr. Sean Schultz, and Ms. Kristen Ridgely. The band will be kicking off this marching season with Sweet Land of Liberty fanfare by James Sochinsky, Invictus March by K.L. King, and ending with Symphonious fanfare by Clifton Williams. The band is under the field direction of senior drum majors Elizabeth Foreman and Samantha Sorrells. And now, sit back and enjoy last year's National Association of Military Marching Band State Marching Band Contest champions, the Lufkin High School Marching Band.
Oh, there's a Panther who plays the Panther. See? God. I know that. They changed costumes. What's Jamal doing? I don't know what they're doing. No, I said, what's Dion? Oh, there. By his nose. No, I'm about to say, it's not over there. Where's Dion?
The Lufkin Band would like to thank the Longview High School Band for the drinks you have provided, and the Longview Bands for your support of both of the best military bands in Texas.
Welcome to Which Witch.
smokes anymore.
Well, there you go, folks. We promised you a great halftime show, and I believe that's exactly what we got.
You know, we always talk about preseason for the football teams and the athletic events, but it's every bit as important to the band.
No doubt, Kerry. You know, these kids have been working since end of July, just for that
a little longer,
four or five minutes on the field there.
A little longer than the football team has.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks.
Hey, of course, it's not just opening night here, it's opening night all across East Texas, and some other 16 5A scores that we've looked up, halftime scores. Nacogdoches Dragons over Kilgore, 21-3. You know, Nacogdoches, they didn't graduate everybody.
No.
They still got a team over there.
Well, and they've started winning, and now they believe.
They do. They've got some momentum. And Lindale over Chapel Hill, 20-0.
I kind of expect it. I would expect that.
Jacksonville down to Pine Tree, 23-0 at halftime.
Well, Pine Tree's supposed to have something this year. They're in some of the preseason publications, they predicted Pine Tree to be a player in that district.
Texarkana over White House, 34-7.
Ouch. White House, we knew, had to replace some people. Texas High is usually good early in the season, and apparently that's going to play out tonight. With that kind of a halftime score, difficult to come back in the second half.
Two big team matchups tonight. Number 6, Mansfield Timberview against Ennis. Number 6, Mansfield. Number 3, Ennis. Mansfield's up 21-14 at halftime.
Wow. Yeah, that interesting opening weekend game with two top 10 teams playing.
Number 8, John Tyler, down 14-21 to Plano Senior High.
Stepping up a class, playing 6A ball. John Tyler's never been afraid. That'll be a good football game.
And Corsicana up 25-7 at the half over Northwest.
Northwest, I think that would be Fort Worth Northwest, if I'm not mistaken.
Most likely.
Don't know a lot about them. Seldom see them in the playoffs, so not a lot of tradition.
And our score here at Lobo Stadium knotted 14-14 at the half.
District's given a fair acquitting of itself. Certainly, Ennis, even if they were to lose to Timberview, that's no sin. Timberview's obviously a quality program.
Kerry, this is the what's it called?
You told me and I don't remember. But it's a special night with the U.S. Marines.
It's a highlighted game of the week. And one person from Lufkin and one person from Longview, outstanding citizens, and from each alumni school is being honored tonight.
Do it both in the classroom and participate in extracurricular activities, be it athletics or something else.
Bobby went on to play quarterback at Notre Dame University, where he was a first-team consensus All-American selection at quarterback in 1994. In 1995, he was a second-round draft pick, playing 10 seasons in the NFL for the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks, earning All-Pro honors in 2002. Bobby's Lobo football jersey number 24 was retired in 2008. His number is the only number to be retired in Lobo football's 107-year history. Presenting the award is Marine Sergeant Hill. And a big congratulations to Bobby Taylor. We are so proud of you, Bobby.
He was a man amongst boys.
Yes, he was.
Unfortunately, I think he may have had some physical issues that shortened his career maybe 2 or 3 years. But a tremendous athlete here at Longview High School and beyond and beyond.
And here come our Lufkin Panthers on the field.
Well, for the second half, Rick, I think we'll see more of the same. Both teams did a good job of protecting the football. Just the one turnover by Lufkin on the tipped ball interception as they were going in.
Gary, the one thing that we haven't seen in the first half that I expect if this game is close toward the end, and you know what it is, it's that tight end play either slipped out to the side or down the middle. And
well, we saw the version of it that was thrown to, I believe it was Braggs, as he slipped off the, not really from a tight end spot, but more of a wingback spot, right off the tackle's shoulder. And we covered it fair, better than we did a year ago, but still we couldn't prevent him from getting 6-7 yards. And 6-7 yards sometimes will win you a football game.
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. Well, our score is 14-14. Y'all stay with us. When we come back, we'll have the second half kickoff. You're watching Lufkin Panther TV.
Bring it back with Ambit Energy Game of the Week.
Okay. Got to get in that habit.
Yep. With special thanks to Brian Compton, Lee Miller, Mel Miller, and Al Ross. I don't expect you to remember all those, but I do have you a game sheet here if you need it.
Short-term memory.
What's that?
Well, I don't know if Lee's going to try to get us a halftime stat sheet or not.
Let's hope he does. We should have mentioned that to him. I got to get set up with Brandon where what I want him to do is just take a picture of it and email it or text it over when he finishes it, whatever time. I gave him my number. Maybe he will do that. I don't know that. He may have forgotten to. We'll get there earlier next week. No, he did not.
I guess he's leaving these things running, so we'll just come back when we get ready. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. Second half action about to get underway. 14-14 our score here at Lobo Stadium for the first game of the year. Week 0, Kerry.
Week 0. Boy, and it'll go all too quick, Rick.
We want to mention our sponsors. Of course, this is our Ambit Energy Game of the Week. We'd like to thank the independent consultants, Brian Compton, Lee Miller, Al Ross, and Mel Miller, for bringing tonight's game to you. Some of our other sponsors that I'd like to mention: Real Graphics, Sideliners Club, Angelina Coalition, Morgan Insurance, Woodland Heights Medical Center, KSWP, and MSGR Public Relations, Web and Media Production. We want to thank those people for bringing this game to you this week. Kickoff is deep.
Yeah, Molina fooled them. They were expecting a short kick. He kicked it over their head. They only returned it out to the 17.
And that was a tough 17.
Actually, they're going to spot him at the 15. I apologize. No, they're not. 17. Had to go back and get it. Unfortunately, instead of the ball kicking on through, it kicked up in the air at the 2, and he had to field it and turn around and bring it back. All right, let's see what adjustments we had at halftime, Rick. Defensively, I'm sure he spoke to him about what it was he talked about since day one, swarming to the football, hitting hard. Longview comes back out with the first run right to Tylen Miller. Not unexpected. Get a snap under your belt to Ross, up under center.
Kerry, number 60.
Yes, sir.
Tim Clay, offensive lineman.
That's a big human being.
6'3", 385.
Big human being.
You don't run through him.
Well, the key to him is you out-quick him and you get underneath him. But
I'm talking about his own running back.
no, no.
Little pitch out to the side, close to a first down. I think they're going to mark it.
About 2 yards short, I believe.
Yeah, about 2 yards short. It's going to bring up third down and a hand and a few.
Ross is real good with his fakes. He hides the ball well, makes it difficult. I thought he'd handed the ball off in the middle of the line again, and he pulled it right back out and went with the pitch. Third and short.
Miller up the middle. Does look like have enough for a first down out to the 30-yard line.
Looks like a gain of 5. He doesn't go down easy.
Runs with his head up.
He does. Gain of 4 out to the 29. It's almost like the oxygen's out of the stadium. They enjoyed that halftime show so much.
I mean, isn't our picture great tonight?
Boy, I tell you, HD, it can only make us look better.
We need the help.
All right, back to pass, rolls out. We stayed with him.
Little
Into
pass.
the flat. You called it.
Underneath.
Goes to Moore. The big fullback. Essentially a tight end in that situation. That was the play you talked about as we first came back.
5'9", 235. That's low center of gravity.
Good for a 12-yard gain, and the Lobos are driving.
Well, they probably felt like they let one get away with that run back by Fields.
Well played by the Panther defense.
Absolutely.
Jeremiah Davis read it from the get-go. Good job. Number 42 for the Panthers, Eric Smallwood, close from his defensive line position. It's way out past the numbers. Good hustle.
2nd and 11 coming up for the Lobos.
Ross under center, and typically is run the ball from under center. Ball's on the ground. Oh, he's shifty.
Boy, he's wiggly, isn't he?
He is wiggly.
Turns what could have been a
10, 12-yard loss into a 5-yard gain. 4-yard gain. Wow. Big third down for the Lobo offense. Panthers would definitely like to get the ball back and get off the field and kind of kill off that extra possession that they've got by deferring to the second half and taking the ball.
Ross looking back to throw. Floated one over the middle. It is intercepted this time.
Well done. I didn't get a number on the interception, but he kind of knocked it up and yanked it back off the turf.
I believe that's going to be Levante White that came up with the interception that time. Got the ball back inside the 30-yard line to give.
Nice return on the interception, too.
If it was a tennis match, we'd say advantage Lufkin.
Yeah, number 11, Levante White.
A lot of new kids this year, a lot of new names.
It is. We'll get used to them.
I hope.
All right, the Panthers' first possession with a short field. Let's see if they can take the lead here. Still Ellis Jackson in the backfield.
Cordell up the middle. Gain of about 4 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 6 for the Panthers. Ball spotted just inside the 25-yard line.
Hope to catch the Lobo linebackers just saying, oh, he's going to pitch it, and broke it right back inside.
Jackson up the middle, lots of room down inside the 15-yard line. I believe they're going to mark it on about the 11 or 12-yard line.
Ellis runs hard up the middle. You know,
and he runs with his head up.
Most of his yards are between the tackles, and not to besmirch, you know, his size or anything, but he weighs 170. He's not the biggest running back.
He weighs more than I did when I graduated high school.
Me too, and I played center. He weighs 170. I just don't believe it. He is a quick back.
Gets the call again up.
He gets north and south, and that's where he's going.
Down inside the 10-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. Putting on a good drive, compliments of Levante White interception. Four wideouts. Jackson in the backfield. Phillips on the near side. Little pitch out to Jackson around the corner.
He made a couple of yards out of not much.
Yeah, he did.
Really did a nice job.
Good pursuit that time by the Longview defense. Brings up a 3rd and short 5.
Well, you run that play to the short side because you should have one extra man. But the Lobos were there waiting on it that time.
I was waiting for that.
Come just a little short. I believe we got a field goal coming. Molina is coming on. We do have a Lobo down out of bounds, it looks like. On the track down here in the corner, I believe.
Didn't see what took place, but well, we have an injury timeout on the field. We're going to take one as well. 14-14 our score, 6:56 left here in the 3rd quarter. You're watching Lufkin Panther TV. Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. We were out for an injury timeout. It looks like the young man is up and walking back over to the bench. Webster, I believe, was
that's right.
Free safety.
Molina's got an angle on this kick. It's at the near hash marks. Snap, hold, kick.
It's good.
It's true.
I think it's left side.
It's no good.
I think he hooked it to the left because I didn't see the ball break the.
Oh, well, you got the turnover, which is a great thing, but you didn't capitalize on it. Defense got to feel good and get back out there and get the football back.
Tell you what, I like what I see in this year from this defense.
I do too.
It's aggressive. They're swarming the ball, making good tackles.
They're breaking on the ball too when it's in the air. We've seen that.
And they're playing good coverage.
2 or 3 times we could have had an interception.
And I think it's just a matter of time before one of our linemen. All right, I'm not going to say that again.
Okay, you go ahead.
Miller out to almost to the 40-yard line on that run, just over that left side.
Just picked his way through it. Good blocking by the Lobo front, and He was in the secondary before you knew it. Brought down by the safeties.
Miller again, left side. Gain of about 3 or 4. You know, he's got sneaky yards. You know, they say, you know, he had 1,600 yards last year. You're going, well, I don't see it, but I guarantee you his yards add up. Where a lot of backs will get 2 and 3, he'll get 4 to 6 each time.
Right.
And he's almost by you before you know it.
He's quick. He's quick.
Second down play coming up for the Lobos. Miller again on the right side this time.
I don't believe that's Miller. I think Miller
that's
checked out. Let's see who that is.
Number 4, number 9.
Number 9. That would be
Polk.
DeCray and Polk. Brings up 3rd and short for the Lobos, just inside their end of the field.
You run it or throw it?
I'd run it. That big offensive line, I'd run it.
Ross tried to do the sneak that time and wasn't much there, and he saw it open out on the left, and he pulled it and went around the end and picked up instead of 1 or 2. I think he had the first down, and but ended up getting about 7 on the play.
Sets them up 1st and 10 at the Panther 45. Clock rolling with all the rushing in this game. It'll be under 5 minutes when they snap it to go in the 3rd quarter.
Ross looking downfield, has a man open. Ball is intercepted. Good, great position that time.
Number 26 for the Panthers. Zamorian Johnson, is that his second?
Yeah.
No.
He dropped the other one.
He dropped the other one. That's right. Nice play. He had better position than the receiver did,
Yes,
unless the ball was really thrown high and it put some air under it to get over him.
Good stop that time by the Lufkin defense.
Well played.
Ball spotted on the 14-yard line.
Panther offense, though, operating.
They need to be patient, though.
Right, deep in their own territory.
Phillips on the near side. 3 receivers at the top. Cordell looking. Pulls the ball down. Probably wished he hadn't. He took a pretty good lick right there.
I noticed in practice that he definitely wants to throw the football. So he'll get to near the line and kind of just use his feet to keep himself in motion. And when there's a hostile defense instead of the practice defense,
right.
He's getting himself into a position to get hit hard and get stood up. But he did get back near the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield. Oh, pass intended.
For number 7, Jeremiah Davis. I think I got him down.
Yep.
Well, he's playing on both sides of the ball. That's why.
He is going both ways.
Big 3rd down and get a little room for the punt. Seems to be a little bit of confusion as to which side the wide receivers go. Got single coverage out here on number 5, Dalen Phillips, DeHalen.
Pressure that time being put on. Cordell trying to get around the edge. Finally gets out of bounds after gain of about 5. Sure we'll see the punt team on it at this time, but one man, and he had a whole lot of real estate he could have covered.
Joshua Johnson kept his leverage on him, outside leverage, so he couldn't get back to the middle of the field. Big punt for Garcia.
roll for the Panthers. Ball inside the 50-yard line.
Right.
Well, it's raining footballs.
It's early, isn't it? Panther defense has played well so far this half and stood up. Need to do it again. Keep it score 14-14. Give the offense a little time to find its rhythm. Ross under center. Ball's on the ground.
I think Longview came back up with it.
I think Ross got back on top of it. There's been 2 or 3 times that the quarterback center exchange has been a little rough. It's like he's only getting one end of the football. Nice 3-yard gain though on the fumble.
Second down play. Hand off to the up back. Miller trying to go left side again. There's something on that left side that he's liking.
Well, they're running right at Brandon Massey, and a lot of times when you got a really active defender, running right at him is the best thing you can do.
Trying to get the push that time behind the big man.
Moore just kind of runs up in there and lets his offensive line keep moving. He just stays right behind him. Gets his 2 or 3 yards and goes back.
Eric Smallwood comes off the field.
Got a little hitch in his giddy up. They just can't quite get a lick on him.
They're there.
They're there. But he manages to just spin and cut and turn sideways and slide through and pick up 5-6 yards. Brings up a 3rd and short.
Third down and 2 coming up. Clock inside 140. We got to get him at least this time. There you go.
There's a lick.
He'll remember that one.
Savion Fields came in and hit him. And may have forced the Lobos into a punting situation, which you wouldn't have thought when they were down on the 30-yard line.
That hit might have brought a few snot bubbles.
It'll do it. Slobber knocker?
Slobber knocker.
That was a nice play. We got him hemmed up and held up, and then Fields cleaned it up. Nice play by the Panther defense. Again, a little trouble with the exchange from the center to the.
Good spiraling punt down the field, out of bounds. Ball was going to be marked. Come on, man. Let's stop anytime.
Oh, my.
7 yards. He got a little bit better of it than our vantage point.
One of these weeks we're going to have some replay. It's hard to tell from here. There's no way.
We would almost have to have the drone cam
that gives
to get that one.
Spoken like an offensive coordinator, that gives us more room to operate.
Yeah.
Of course, it also means if you make a mistake, you're right on your goal line. You're putting your defense in a bad spot.
A lot of yards being covered tonight. Scored 14-14 here.
Cordell back. Hand off to.
This might get a few yards back.
We had a little more room to operate.
Yep.
Really nice run by Ellis Jackson. He broke the line of scrimmage And there wasn't anything but hole there.
And, he just somehow or another got through it.
Give the athletes from Longview the credit. They did run him down, but not till he got near the Panther 45. Dalvin Smith going to give Ellis Jackson a blow, I think. That's number 12, his first carry of the night.
Khalil Brown.
We watched him run the ball a week ago, and
Huntsville.
He's more of a slasher in tight. They strung it out on him, and he couldn't get to the corner. But a nice-looking running back. Runs the ball hard.
Second down and 9. They did give him a yard on the play. And that is the end of our third quarter.
Wow, where did the third quarter go?
It's in the books.
It is in the books.
A lot of yards during the third quarter, but no score. 14-14 is where we sit. One more to go, Kerry.
We got an exciting one left, tied up. Dare we think about free football tonight?
36 games to 36 games and 4 ties.
And tied going to the fourth quarter.
And tied going into the fourth quarter. Lufkin, Longview. Folks, y'all don't want to miss this. Y'all stay with us. You're watching Lufkin Panther TV.
You use it every day. So does your neighbor and the corner store. Electricity, that is. Energy in Texas is deregulated, opening up choices for millions of new customers ready to save money on their energy costs. Be on the ground level with this exciting opportunity for financial freedom as an Ambit independent energy consultant. Find out more and sign up today at www.msgenergy.net. That's www.msgenergy.net.
Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. Beginning of the fourth quarter. Lufkin close to midfield on the back of Big Ellis Jackson run.
Second down and 9 from their own 46. See if we can find another hole like Ellis got in earlier.
Little screen play set up that time, trying to get the ball out to Dalvin Smith, and broken up by the Longview defender, Webster. Dude, we got that one right.
Got a, what would appear to be a passing down. They're going to flood this side and get single coverage on the back side.
You got Phillips up top. Cordell saw Davis breaking down the middle of the field and threw it, and just timing just a little bit off. Overthrew him probably by a step and a half. That would have been sweet.
Would have been sweet. Had the look of a quarterback draw. I mean, he decided really quickly to take the ball up into the line, but kept his eyes downfield, and it looked like Davis had a step on him. He just threw it a couple yards long. Hard to throw sometimes on the run.
Yeah, well, I tried it once. Great roll. Longview will have the ball down on the 10-yard line, backed up again.
Wow.
It's a chess match.
Well,
back and forth.
When he kicks that rugby style punt, it goes about 25 yards in the air, and then he hopes for that 25-yard roll.
Yeah.
To get his 50-yard punt.
Kind of like our golf drives.
A lot like my golf drives. Longview at their 9, back in tight. Ross in the shotgun, flanked by Moore.
He's looking to throw and hurls one down the middle of the field. Overthrows intended receiver. Anthony, Braylon Anthony. First time we've called his name tonight.
When he first let it go,
Simply because we didn't know it.
When he first let it go, I thought it was well overthrown, but Anthony's got that closing speed to get to it.
He was in a foot and a half of touching the ball.
That's right. That's right.
Second down play coming up for the Lobos.
Ross changing the play.
Let's go, big boys.
Running in another player. I don't think they're going to get this one off.
Come on.
And they didn't. They had to call a timeout.
I think they used their first timeout in the second half.
Well, with a timeout on the field, we're going to take a timeout as well. We're still knotted up, 14-14. Fourth quarter action. Y'all stay with us. You're watching Lufkin Panther TV.
Connecting your business to the consumer, where should you start? At MSGPR, we specialize in providing you with innovative communication tools that make your name first on people's minds. From websites to print media, advertising, and so much more, our team of experts have you covered. So let us cater to you while you cater to your clients. Visit us online at msgpr.com or call 877-537-8780. MSGPR, we're ready to work for you.
Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. 11:26 left in our ball game. Tie score, 14-14. Lufkin Longview. Longview backed up deep in their own end of the field. Had some issues that last play, trying to get it off, having the right personnel in. Ended up having to call a timeout. Ross drops the ball, trying to make something, running for the first down stick. And looks like
got close if he didn't get it.
Yep, I don't believe he did. I believe he's going to be about a half yard short of the first down.
I wonder if his hands are small. He sure struggles to hold on to it sometimes.
I don't know. He throws a pretty pass, though.
I do know one thing. That'll get you beat.
Yeah, so far it hadn't hurt him, though.
No, it hadn't, but back up under center, hand the ball to Miller.
Miller with a sneaky 5 yards.
Sneaky 5 and a first down to get the move the Lobos out. Good back.
Hey, you all right? You okay? Come on in. Come on.
Clock
hey,
running.
You ain't no baby no more.
About to be
with the big boys. Let's
under
go.
11.
Show them who you are. It's all it is.
Eric Small was
people you've been playing.
kind of limping off
Same
again.
people.
It just
Let's
seems
go.
to be having some leg issues.
Get him off the ball. Run him out of there. Your brother doing it, you do it. You doing it. Come on. You can do it.
Pitch back. Trying to get around the corner. Finally caught up that time by Massey. Looks like a gain of about 4 on the play. Brings up second and about 4.
Boy, it looked like dominoes falling over there. The Panther defense looked like they were in good shape, and all of a sudden 3 or 4 of them went down. I don't know who made the big block, but it allowed him to escape out and get pick up 5 yards.
Ross under center, hands off to the big back.
That's more. No, that must have been. That was Miller again.
Was it? Okay.
Coach King looks like he's gotten to that fourth quarter and that mindset of we're in better shape. Here comes Miller.
Massey coming off for a breather.
In to replace him, Ja'Cory Ankton. 6-foot defensive end.
More of that time on the reception.
Little flat pass again to the fullback.
First down.
First down. Number 92, Carl Chapman, thought he had him.
Yeah.
But it's hard to tie up Ross.
Well, we've got him once tonight, and it was a team effort.
It was. I caught Lufkin.
That'll give him 5.
Gave him 5 the easy way.
Massey back in. Must have been a hard count or something because several of them moved.
Yeah, there were 3 of them that moved. Either that or, a center occasionally can do kind of twitch his thumb a little bit. And, boy, those guys are just primed to go. All they're looking for is an excuse.
Longview coming out with 2 to the near side, 1 to the top.
Ross in the gun.
Miller hits the line, bounces out to the outside. Finally pushed out of bounds by Luke Rowley.
With a first down. Wholesale substitutions for the Panthers. They are playing a lot of kids today, and that'll definitely help you depth and help you in practice. And
well, looking at our depth charts that we have, Lufkin's got a little depth this year.
They do, and they're working hard to improve it.
Hand off, Miller up the middle, push the pile, maybe 1 or 2 on the play. Now they're going to give him 3. A host of Panthers. Clock down to near 8 left here in the 4th quarter.
We'll be under 8 when they snap it.
Miller getting the mail call tonight.
He is that. He's going to be their bell cow all year.
And this is how I'm not surprised.
Wow.
Another 4 or 5 on the play. Brings up 3rd and about 3 for the Lobos. Tell you what, if Lufkin could get a good 3rd down stop right here and hang on to the ball a little bit, well, there is going to be a timeout on the field. Lufkin's first timeout of the half and the game.
Yeah.
14-14 our score, 7:09 here left in the 4th quarter. Y'all stay with us. You're watching Lufkin Panther TV.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Woodland Heights Medical Center.
You use it every day. So does your neighbor and the corner store. Electricity, that is. Energy in Texas is deregulated, opening up choices for millions of new customers ready to save money on their energy costs. Be on the ground level with this exciting opportunity for financial freedom as an Ambit independent energy consultant. Find out more and sign up today at www.msgenergy.net. That's www.msgenergy.net.
Nasty side effects like black hairy tongue. Just another way dipping does you dirty.
Spit it out!
Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. 14-14 our score. Clock at 7:09 here left in the 4th quarter.
Huge 3rd down. If they don't make it, they're almost going to have to punt rather than give the Pack the good field position. Big play for the Panther defense.
Miller stopped at the line. Didn't get the first down, or did he?
No,
nope.
I believe he's going to be a yard or a yard and a half short. Be an interesting call by Coach King.
Good timeout execution by the Lufkin Panthers on 3rd down.
Coach King's made his decision. It's Miller time.
It's Miller time. Crowd, Lufkin crowd on their feet. Longview crowd getting to their feet. Don't give them the easy one. 4th and 2 play coming up. Give to Miller, right side. He's got the first down and about 4 or 5 more.
Oh, boy. Yeah, 5 more at least.
Good running back, no doubt. Good athlete.
Absolutely. Tough drive. They're eating a lot of clock. They're only going to allow the Panthers just limited possessions to when they get the ball back.
I'd like to see one of those dribblers on the ground again about right now, huh?
Ooh, definitely.
Would that be big?
That would be huge. That would be huge.
Hand off that time to the up back.
That's Moore, number 7. Maybe probably a 3-yard gain. Good job by the Panther front. But if it was 4-down territory outside the 40, it's definitely 4-down territory inside the 40.
Yep.
I wish I was one of the cheerleaders.
Longview coming to the line with 16 seconds left on the play clock. Ross under center, hands off to Miller.
Good for another
2.
first down.
First down.
They're just wearing us down with that big offensive line right now. Tarzan's in the house.
We could do without that.
I wish they put the Tiger on sound.
Only way I know to stop it is to get a stop here.
That's right.
Clock down to 5 minutes when the ball is snapped. Definitely the Miller show here in the second half.
It is.
Where's Panther?
Ball down to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 6 for the Lobos.
That actually was not Miller. That was Polk on the carry. I saw Miller coming running off the sidelines.
Yeah, I see him over there.
2nd and 6. He'll get the ball right here. Touchdown Lobos. Miller right up the gut. Had 2 or 3 shots at him and just didn't get it done. Seeing more and more Panther defenders getting slowly up off the ground.
Well, I tell you what, they've been on the field a long time.
Those big bodies of that offense, that 365-pound Clay and 340-pound, I forget his name.
Laying on you, pushing on you.
Pushing on you, takes its toll.
Good possession that time by Longview. Just methodically worked the ball down the field. I don't think they had a pass the entire series, did they?
They're going to be much more successful from appearances of what we've seen tonight. They're going to be a run team.
Yeah. Well, they've got the tools for it.
Maybe some dink and dunk passes, but as far as throwing the ball down the field, Ross just doesn't appear to quite have the arm at this point.
21-14, Longview Lobos on top of the Lufkin Panthers here in the 4th quarter. 4:14 left. Plenty of time to get one back.
Absolutely. Absolutely plenty of time. But you're only probably going to get one chance.
I would suspect.
So first key is let's get a good return and get some field position.
And keep the ball.
So you can, that's right, so you can operate.
The defense is gassed. You can see them down there. They're
need some air. Davis and Malik Jackson back deep. Just in front of them is number 5, DeHalen Phillips, And I can't read the number on the far side, Rick. Can you? Kick's going to go deep to Davis at the goal line. Ooh.
Hit hard at the 18.
Good coverage by the Lobos. D. Cleater.
That was who you were asking about.
Brian Gilliland making the stop.
Isaiah Phillips. He's a linebacker running back. Panthers setting up shop on the 18-yard line with 4:08 left here in the fourth quarter. We don't need it all in one play.
No.
You just need to work the ball down the field, get the score, tie it up, and then
play defense.
And then play defense.
Big series for Cordell Rogers and his to make this his team. Fortunate that one wasn't picked off. It looked like the receiver kind of held up.
He quit on it. Kenneth Warren, for some reason or another, about the 30-yard line, stopped. And
first time we called Kenneth's name tonight.
Well, it may be the last because he's coming off.
Well.
Three wideouts to the right, one up top. Handoff to Ellis Jackson up the middle.
Running hard for a short game, maybe. Oh, no. He came out of the pack.
How do you do that?
I don't think they could find him.
Big gain that time by Ellis Jackson. Just trolling, maybe.
I had him down.
Stopped.
Stopped with about a 4 or 5 yard gain, and next thing you know, here he comes out of the back of the pile and rumbles to the Lobo 45. That is Jackson.
Yeah,
I believe.
we got Jackson down the field. Looks like maybe a cramp.
But he was brought down from behind, and it's possible they may have rolled up on that ankle a little bit.
There is an official's injury timeout, but it looks like we're going to be back underway here pretty quick. Got the Panthers out of a big hole down there, out across midfield.
3:47 at the 46-yard line of the Lobos. Panthers set up shop, 1st and 10.
Cordell rolling to his right, looking downfield. Got the pass off to Bennett.
That's what we were talking about earlier when he missed Jeremiah Davis.
Right.
Even though he keeps the play alive until somebody can work back to him and work open. That was a really nice play by Cordell. Nice play by the wideout too. Who caught the ball?
Bennett. Yep.
Bennett did a good job of seeing his quarterback in trouble and coming back to the ball and getting himself open.
Hand off to Smith up the middle, rolling for about 4 or 5 yards.
What is it Chris Berman said? Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling?
Yep.
But a nice 5-yard gain to go. Clock rolling, probably under 3 minutes when we snap it the next time. Panthers in a must-score situation. Do have 2 timeouts left.
Cordell on the keeper, up the right side, brought down from behind, down close to about the 17-yard line. First down, clock will stop when the chains move.
He is definitely
supposed to.
Definitely a different runner than what we've seen at quarterback over the last couple of years.
Well, you know,
he and Cumbie's style are just different.
2 different styles, no doubt
about it. They really are.
are.
He is real light on his feet.
Cordell pitch out to Smith, the left side. More stumbling and bumbling.
And almost another first down. Looks like it's a 3rd and short, or 2nd and short. 2nd and 4. Wow. Clock still rolls at 2:19.
Little pitch, too. Boom.
Malik
Jackson coming from the left side.
But I believe he got the first down.
Yep.
First and goal 10 from the 7-yard line, or 8-yard line. 1:45 and counting.
Smith trying to push his way down inside the 5-yard line. Looks like he's going to be stopped on about the 4, just inside the 5. Clock running at 1.5 minutes here to go in the ball game. Seemed to be some discussion on the field, but the clock's still running.
We've got a player that went out the back of the end zone. That's what they held it for.
He lost his helmet.
Yeah.
I think he had to go off the field.
Right, but he went out the back of the end zone.
Right.
They have to give him time to get to the sidelines. Big second down right here.
They're blowing the whistle. Timeout, Longview. Did they have 10 players on the field?
Don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They had 11 on the field. Coach just saw something he didn't like, and they were fortunate to get it because that play was.
Well, I tell you what, there was a lot of valuable seconds on the clock lost right then due to the officials stopping the play, and they should have stopped the clock at the same time when you get down to this point in the game.
True, but from the Panthers' perspective, they've only got 2 downs left. They got 1.7 minutes to get them in. They got 2 timeouts to get them all the time they need, and they don't want much time on the clock.
No, that's true, but
this is a get it up, get it kicked, and
I think for Lufkin, the score is more important than the clock at the moment.
I agree, and get that extra point.
Did you go for 2?
No, sir.
On the road.
This is regular season football.
Panther fans on their feet.
Rogers checks with Coach Green. Ball bounced back. Bad snap, and it broke the timing of the play. Rogers stopped. Going to create a 3rd down and looks like maybe a loss of 2 or 3.
Ball spotted on about the 7-yard line.
I'm sure Lazarine's hands are dripping sweat. And that one just came down. There you go.
On the backside. Touchdown.
Nice catch.
Lufkin.
What a
Panthers.
catch. What a catch. Who is that?
That's going to be Bennett.
Boy, that is a fine. The ball was behind him. He just threw his body back and caught the football.
Jadarian Bennett with the sure hands.
34 ticks on the clock left. Big extra point by Molina. First is the snap, then the hold, and then the kick. We got a timeout by Lufkin to take a minute and get this thing right. Get some, maybe dry off Lazarine's hands. Make sure everything is perfect for this.
Guess what?
What?
Big boys are coming back. This is going to be interesting. I remember back.
Have we done this before?
3 or 4 years ago, but the role was reversed.
Yeah.
It was Longview, and they went for the 2.
I understand your position in the game. I understand your kids are tired.
And that was the night that there was 110% humidity.
I also understand they put the kicker on the field.
Yeah.
Tough situation because of the way Miller's run the football to try to play overtime, but good snap right here, Lazarine. Kicks down. It's blocked. Should have gone for 2, huh, Rick? We definitely have some issues in our special teams still.
Well, you can't second guess hindsight. You know, that's not fair. But
Longview's finest is up here rubbing our nose in. That's wild. Well, that sets up with 34 seconds. We've got an onside kick coming. Probably the most interesting play in high school football.
To say the least.
You worked it out, and you go from there. Of course, they'll have their hands teamed. You don't know how much they've worked on it. You know they have some. But the important thing here is the kick.
Oh, yeah. It all starts there.
If it stays on the ground, you won't get a recovery on it. If it doesn't, then if you get the big bounce, you got an opportunity if it's not kicked too hard.
Rodrigo Molina is the one with the honors.
Had a chance, but the man on the end of the line stopped.
Well, I'm not sure it went the 10 yards, and that's what they were waiting for. But none of the Longview players touched it, so you pretty much had to let it go.
Kick out of bounds.
And it was an 11-yard kick.
Yep. You need on an onside kick, you want to see it cross that 10-yard barrier at the numbers.
Yeah.
And then that gives you some room to the outside of the numbers to recover it. This one didn't go past the 10 yards till it was going out of bounds.
So the rule is if it's back, you get the ball on the 35 or 40.
No, what they'll do is get a 5-yard delay of game penalty.
Right.
For kicking the ball out of bounds. Panthers put up a good effort. They came into Lobo Stadium, and let's hope everybody holds their composure. And
well, I mean, this is more than a preseason game to these kids out
always.
here. No, it always is.
Always.
And 2 great efforts. A game almost fought to the draw.
Well,
and how would you expect any different?
I don't know if you recall, but a year ago when we were in Panther Stadium and we put a pretty good whooping on the Lobos, we talked about the fact that they very likely got to meet again. And if you meet them again, you want to be on the short side playing the long side at that point.
Yep.
Like Longview was. Longview came back, they were fired up, and they beat Lufkin in the playoff game.
28 seconds left, barring any mishaps on Longview's part.
Panthers out of timeouts.
Longview will hold the advantage in the series by 1. And through 77 games, that's not, neither side's got a whole lot to really brag about.
Nobody got to hang their head over that.
No.
That will be the last play of the game. The clock's running. Panthers are out of timeouts.
Our on-field equipment is kind of on the blitz here tonight, so we won't have a after the game interview with Coach Quick, but
we have that worked out a week from now in Rose Stadium.
But Tuesday morning we are doing a coaches show. I've had some people ask we were going to do that again this year, and we are. We've got it set up. We're going to tape it and probably put it up on the web by I bet it's there by Wednesday.
I bet it is too.
So from Lobo Stadium, 21-20 our score. Come see us next week, Tyler Lee. We'll have Coach Bobby Baker with us next week. And Kerry, you'll be down on the sideline this year.
I'll enjoy it. Getting closer to the action is easy.
I sure enjoyed it, so you may not get to stay down there long.
I'll get a good look at a lot of the line play and hopefully be able to bring you some thoughts on what I'm seeing.
Well, folks, for Kerry Dale, I'm Ricky Gay and the whole Lufkin Panther TV crew. We appreciate you joining in. And once again, we'd love to have your sponsorship to help bring these games to the Lufkin fans. And we know we have a following. There's a lot of folks that get to watch these that don't get to come to the games, even at the home games. And so we appreciate them following us. Also, I'd like to mention LufkinPanthersports.com.
Well, you know the website, Rick. If you look up how many hits that website has, it is huge over the year in football. There's literally several 100,000.
Mr. Miller was telling me today how many hits we had on Lufkin Panther. 248,000 last year.
So for your sponsorship dollar, you will get to play on all that, and we'd certainly appreciate the help.
Well, I mean, you not only get this, you get website and
right.
a lot of different media outlets there. We'll play out here with the school song from the Lufkin Band.
Say one thing. Outside of Eric Smallwood limping a little bit, I didn't see any injuries. No. And that's a major league plus this time of the year.
Pretty clean. And from Lobo Stadium, we bid you good night and God bless.